Hello, welcome, Devil Sniper here, and this is episode number 8 of the most epic career mode on YouTube. And we have to get Portsmouth from the N-Power League 1 all the way back to the Premier League where they belong, and also try and win an FA Cup with a very, very tight budget. In fact, a ridiculous budget, of which 98% of our players are on one-year deals, which is just ludicrous. Anyway, we start away at Tranmere. They come out of the traps at 100 miles an hour. Great defensive header. They have a corner swung over, and a great miss. Oh my days, I was absolutely bricking. I thought that was going to fly in. And it just amazed me how fast the AI actually started. And look at that, Rodgers with a cultured finish. Yes, that's, well, okay, it wasn't that cultured. But I've got to say, I think I underestimate this lad. He's actually a bit better than I give him credit for. We have got Watty, but as you know, Watty's just come back from injury. He was out for a short period of time. I mean, that's a great turn and an absolutely great finish. That really is a cracking finish. He has got a hammer for a right foot. Howard's playing in place of Leggett. Leggett seems to suffer from a lack of stamina. He always seems to be knackered, which is a great shame. But Howard had a great opportunity, but he blazed it wide. And most of the game was spent in the centre of the park just battling away. But look at that cultured right foot. That was going in all day long until the keeper pulled off a magnificent save. And the half ended in the same fashion as it started. Tranmere breaking down the left-hand side. They get a corner. The ball swung over. Great defensive header, but poor defending leads to a very, very sloppy equaliser. Really frustrated about that because we played the better football. You know, we kept great ball retention. We'd made some good passing movements. But unfortunately, we just didn't have that clinical finish. You know, we missed a couple of opportunities. Their keeper was fantastic, as all goalkeepers on opponent teams seem to be bloody amazing. And Anderson, for once, was a little bit sloppy there. I'm not going to fully blame him, as I feel the centre-back or the actual marking midfielder should have done a better job. But look at Rodgers. He really is playing quite well. A nice ball into Russell. Russell goes for power straight at the keeper, which is really the wrong decision. He should have been slotting that in the bottom left, bottom right-hand corner, putting us 2-1 up. And we would have been well and truly chuffed. But that sort of forced my hand, and I really felt that we needed to make a few changes. So I brought on Watty, Leggett, and Lucas. Watty, as you know, is coming back from injury. He's not 100% fit, but I like to give him a little bit of a run out. And we had a great opportunity there with Watty. He went for the shot, and I've got to say that was the most amazing tackle I think I've ever seen in my life. I don't even know how the opponent, how Tranmere actually cleared that ball. It was just ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. He was pulling the trigger. It should have been flying in, but what can you do? What can you do? But we have a home game against Brentwood. Brentford. What a dipshit. We have a home game against Brentford. And it's going to be a cracker. It's going to be a cracker. Watty's still on the bench. I didn't really have the balls to put him in. He's still not 100% fit. I don't want to risk him. If I'm honest, I want to treat him with cotton wool. I don't want to risk him. We're sitting 7th in the table. I don't think that's too bad. You know, 5 wins, 5 draws, 2 losses. You know, we're not walking away with the league. You know, we, at the end of the day, we've got to keep there or thereabouts around those playoffs. We can't afford to drop down too far. We've really got to be there or thereabouts going into the second part of the season. And look at that. That ball at the beginning of the game just made me feel, shit, this is going to be one hell of a game. You know, they just came out with the clappers. They didn't let up. And that's another fantastic ball over the top. I thought that was going to be a penalty. Thankfully, they didn't give a penalty. It was a corner. But it was an epic tackle. Nearly as epic as that goal, which was never going to be a goal, unfortunately. Keeper again with a great save. And they just kept coming at us. I mean, it's 15 minutes into the game, and they're just constantly all over us. It was frustrating. We didn't play any decent football. In the 28th minute, we actually got the ball into Lucas. He had a great shot, and again, the keeper made a fantastic save. But Clifford, who's got, I'll tell you what, he's actually decent at corners. Stick him on corners. He's got a great corner on him. Sticks it in. Josh Thompson, have that son. 1-0, 29 minutes. And that was a huge relief. That was absolutely a huge relief. We'd soaked up so much pressure. Yeah, we had a couple of opportunities, but I tell you what, they were all over us. It was really, our opportunities was against the run of play. They played some great football in that first half and really, really tested me. I've got to say, I had to put the sweatbands on because it was such a tough game. They came out in the second half and they just continued. They continued to absolutely harass me. And that is a great save by Anderson. That should not be underestimated. They totally destroyed my defence. They made it look completely and utterly inadequate. and it was just a world-class save. And again, a nice ball over the top, a gentle little chip through. He cuts back inside, but thankfully I hadn't committed the defender, and we got away with it. Usually I do commit the defender, give away a penalty, or just go sailing past him. So we finished 1-0 winners, and I was dead chuffed. I've got to say, I was absolutely ruddy, dead chuffed. Now this led me to make a few changes. I felt it was time to make a few changes. I've been looking at the team, thinking, is he ready to come back? Can he come back? Now, where can we swap players about? And yeah, of course I'm going to put Watty back in. He is now 100% fit. He is fit, raring and ready to go and cause havoc in the Empower League One. We really need him. As much as I said I think I've underestimated Rodgers, I don't think he has the utter class that Watty has and the potential of Watty, because he plays so much better than his statistics actually look. You know, when you get him on the ball, you actually feel like you can score. You know, he's got a decent shot on him, decent accuracy. The finesse shot, which is pretty strange in FIFA 13, doesn't always seem to work. It's a bit, I don't know, very inconsistent. But look at that for a start. Absolutely fantastic start. Straight onto the post. I think it was harder to hit the post than it was to hit the goal. But hey ho, we managed to hit the post because that's how we roll. That is how we roll. And Leggett pulls back the sledgehammer and slaps it in. That was another unbelievable beast of a goal. That boy really is. He may not have the best stamina in the world, but he's got a flippin' awesome right foot. Again, we break through, and their keeper makes an excellent save. And I've got to say, Shrewsbury are a decent side, but we were absolutely all over him. It could have been an absolute cricket score. As you saw there, the keeper made yet again another amazing save, sticking the ball onto the post. Going in at half-time 1-0 was quite insulting. We should have been absolutely dominating. They came out in the second half. They actually tried to get forward. They played counter-attack football against us, but we had decent numbers back. They missed a great opportunity there for me. Absolutely great opportunity. But we picked the ball up with Clifford. Look at that. A nice little turn. The boy's got a decent foot. Sticks it into Watty, and he ain't going to miss that. He is not going to miss it. He is a fox in the bloody box, I tell you. That boy is absolutely custard cream. He really is fantastic. And a deserved 2-0 win over Shrewsbury at home. And I said it before in the last few episodes, our home form is going to be such a key factor to us actually to gaining promotion. And look at Anderson. He's just such a beast. I don't get it. He really is absolutely fantastic. This boy is phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. His pace saves my arse so much. Josh Thompson, he's just a tank. Absolute tank. Connolly's not a bad defender. A little bit susceptible. And look, Harley hits 33, so they drop his rating even more. I think he's now set to 61, but his actual playing statistics just keep dropping randomly, which really is starting to generally piss me off, if I'm honest. Every time I look at him after a game, a different section keeps going minus, 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 and it is becoming really quite an absolute joke. You know, I've said it before and I'll say it again. Wow, look at John Taylor. Holy shit, he's getting good. Leggett, look at that. He's already gone up +3. Look at his statistics. His shot power +4. Holy crap. That guy is phenomenal. Lucas has gone up +4 as well. Jesus, he is improving at a ridiculous rate. Absolutely ridiculous rate. And look at that. Tony Watt's only got up +1, but he has been out for a short period of time, which is really unfortunate. I don't think Rodgers... Now my fear is Rodgers is going to go downhill dramatically. Look at Jordan. Jesus, he's got up +2. He's playing really well. He's a decent player, actually. Same as Clifford. I've got to say, Clifford is a really nice player to play with. Doesn't have the greatest amount of stamina, but I tell you what, he's got a nice little first touch and a nice right foot. He can pick a pass as well, which I really do like about him. And a half-decent engine, you know. He's a 60-minute player at the moment. Hopefully his stamina will increase. But there you go, looking at the table. We're sitting fourth, which I'm quite proud of. I've got to say, I'm really proud of that. The boys are putting a great shift. And as I say, realistically, we can't be dropping any lower than 8th to give us an opportunity to get into the playoffs and to generally give us an opportunity to do well. You know, to actually hit those playoffs and make a push. The last part of the season, the last 10 games of the season, we need to be having all our big players fit. And that's when we really need to be going hammer and tong on it. We might have to change formation. We might actually have to change to a stupid attacking formation just to really reassure the fact that we can go into, hopefully, the playoff, you know, semi-final and final with some amazing form. Because, You know, it's a tough part of the season. You see so many teams doing well all the way up to those last 10 games, and you see teams that you think should absolutely be walking away with the playoffs, absolutely fade and die and drop off and end up finishing really poorly. And that can't be one of us. That can't be us, basically. We can't afford to do that. We don't have the funds to do that. And look at that Crewe. Jesus Christ. And Clayton as well. Max Clayton, the young lad. Damn, that was so annoying. But I will say, out of all the teams I've played so far, I've got to say Crewe played some absolutely beautiful football. They knocked the ball around in little mini triangles. I love watching triangle football. I think that's the way football should be played. Again, we're really unlucky. And what an utter shit finish. How did he miss that? Oh my day. So we went in at half-time losing 1-0. And as I say, Crewe play fantastic triangle football. That's the way football should be played. You should be playing it in little triangles. Again, how are we missing these opportunities? Crewe was frustrating. But they were a decent side. We dominated them in the second half. We didn't in the first half. They were all over us. Second half, the game was ours to win. To be honest, we've had 3 great opportunities. We should be sitting at least 2-1 up, easily 2-1 up. A great header here, a great save by the keeper, and of course the ball ricochets to their defender. They clear it. We lose 1-0, and I'm really pissed off and gutted. But there we go. Anyway, guys, I hope you really enjoyed this episode, and there'll be another one up over the weekend, probably Sunday. So I'll catch you then. Cheers, guys.